It is a world of darkness. It is a world of darkness.
Hello.
That's my line, Chris. Damn it. It's 7:04. Shut up. All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Vampire. Damn it! Now you ruined my whole. You threw off my groove. You threw off my groove. Damn thin bloods. We should execute them all. Your next character is going to be Alessandra.
No. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But the best part is you can. You don't have to change the outfit. You could just be a Los Hombres.
I still have
Sombro.
phobias of his last La Sombra, thank you.
Do you?
Only once did I play a Sombra, and it was very OP and amazing, and it was like never again.
You know, I haven't actually looked too closely into Oblivion to see if it's much good, like the new Obtenebration. I feel like it's kind of like the new Coke. I don't know if it's any good, but you know, I feel like it might go that way. So anyway, let's do some role playing. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to another episode of Victoria by Night, here on Dork Tales. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is a Vampire the Masquerade actual play that takes place in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. It's the capital city of Vancouver Island, a large island off the coast of Vancouver and just north of Seattle in Washington state. And on this island exist about 1 million souls, 4 of which are the damned ones that you see to my left, or right, depending on how you want to my left hand. Anyway, let's go and say hello to them right now. Hello, James.
Hello. I'm James, who is playing Leo von Ritter, your resident Malkavian, and somewhat occasional troublemaker.
Resident Malkavian.
That sounds like an awesome thing. Let's do that at some point.
It could be pretty good. If only there was a mansion episode coming up. Hello, Naomi.
Hi, my name is Naomi, and I'll be playing our young Tremere, Anna Wesley. I'm looking forward to tonight.
Sounds good. Can you move your mic a little closer? You're getting a little bit of echo.
Hello.
That is way better, whatever you're doing right there.
Well, so, I'll just hold it down here.
Sure, just don't shake it. All right. Hello, Winter.
Hi, I'm Winter. I play Nora Vale, the Nosferatu.
All right. And hello, Chris.
Saving me for last.
I
jumped the gun anyway.
That's true. But you actually are like last in like the stream profile, so that makes sense.
Right on. Mm-hmm. I'm Chris. I will be playing Mason, the Thin Blood, tonight.
Okay. Boop and boop and boop. There, Winter has been adjusted correctly. All right, and of course, I am the storyteller for this game. My name's Kelly, and I like long walks on the beach, and I'm an Aquarius. So, and I play everybody else that these guys eat and that try to eat them. So, last time on Victoria by Night, you were given a mission by the Prince of Victoria and sent up island, over to the west coast to a town called Tofino. Tofino is a kind of rustic surfer paradise. It's where people go to relax, to camp, and to get away from everything else. It's a small but rather beautiful location. You might have seen clips of it. Many movies have been filmed there, including the Zack Snyder Man of Steel had some clips from it. So if you see anything involving the beach, it was filmed in Tofino. Oh, hey, is that Vampires in Vino? Is that Jason Carl in the chat? Hey, how's it going?
Is that actually?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh,
so,
hey.
Hi. Good to see you. All right. So, you were sent there to find a reclusive elder. The Prince of the City has sent you to find Emmanuel Cyr, an elder that is slightly outside of his jurisdiction, although, in his opinion, everything on Vancouver Island is part of the Prince's domain. Cyr checks in about once every decade to renew his fealty to the Prince and to keep his side of the island in good standing. However, since the turnover and since the beckoning called the previous prince away, Prince Ethan Cook has not heard from Emmanuel Cyr. That's where you come in. Your mission is to go all the way to Tofino, a nice 6-7 hour drive along old backwood 2-lane roads and and logging roads to reach Cyr's property and confirm his loyalty, and hopefully not get eaten in the process.
That would be nice.
I just want to clarify, because last episode we played, I think, did we get split up on the highway? Are we still split up?
You are not split up on the highway. So what happened last game, I do want to say thanks for showing up, Jason. It's great to have you in the chat. What happened last game is that you guys rented an RV, you drove up island, you had a little run-in with what might be werewolves? and then you got attacked by a gang of biker ghouls, or just bikers. At least one of them is a ghoul. You got into a huge Mad Max-style gun battle at 4 a.m. driving through Nanaimo, BC, which is basically what happens on like a Thursday in Nanaimo anyway. But this was like... Actually, wait, what day of the week was this? This was a Monday, so this was unusual.
Gross. Mondays.
Yeah. Oh, someone's power went out? Well, that sucks. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And then at the end of the game, you guys went into your hidey holes and decided to, sleep while your thin blood continued to drive you toward Tofino. And we're going to pick up game just after that. So, Mason, as they all settled down, you continue to drive, making the way up to Tofino along the winding highways, which the further you drive, they get smaller, tighter. And the damaged, barely working RV that's sputtering along with all of its gouge marks, its broken door, its bullet holes, you're not getting the deposit back on this guy. You continued northward. Now, you do have that ghoul, and are you doing what you said you wanted to do before game?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tell me what that is.
So what I'm planning on doing is, or I'm just going to ask him his name, a couple of questions, and take his phone, dial 911, and try and get him an ambulance and keep going.
Okay.
After dropping him off somewhere and stomping on the phone.
Okay, that sounds good. So why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma plus persuasion roll.
Yikes. Charisma and persuasion. Oh no. 0.
0. So you have him tied up right now, and as you rouse him up, what do you want? I thought you were gonna let me go.
Well, he said to take care of you. So
you're gonna kill me?
No. I know you got a family, man. Just keep in mind, I'm gonna drop you off on the side of the road. I'm gonna call you an ambulance, okay? And just, these people, they're scary. And just remember, you've got a family. And you know what happens, I'm sure, to people who tell and you told. What you do after this is up to you, man. But I'll call you an ambulance.
Okay, sure. Sorry.
Whatever. Just, stay out of her way next time.
He looks you up and down with his swollen over eye. You can just see the pupil flick behind it. You imagine there must be a good half cup of blood underneath the skin there, fusing the orifice shut. And as he flicks his eyes over you, you have a family too, don't you? I can tell. You look familiar. You're, Manson.
Yeah, that's it.
No, Mason.
Buddy, you don't want to go down that road. Just leave it.
Let me check how concussed he is. He'll just nod. Okay. Are you going to try to ask him any other questions?
No, I think the others interrogated him well enough.
Okay.
And so I'm Yeah, I'm just going to use his, pull over, help him outside, put him down, and along the side of the road, and use his phone to dial 911, and then stomp on it.
Okay. You lay him down on the wet grass, make the call to 911. The operator asks you to repeat yourself a couple of times through the bad cellular connection. The trees are really cutting off a lot of it, and you can imagine that a lot of the farmers around here aren't too keen to have a cell tower put up in their property. But eventually you get through. Stomp it down. You can see from how you've laid him that his leg is probably never going to be the same. Unless he heals it with some blood or something like, something like that.
All right, I'll not even say anything else and just turn around and drive off.
Can you make me an intelligence and wits roll?
No.
Oh no!
Yeah, normally I wouldn't ask for those two together, but it seems a lot of times it's the only ways to actually have certain things happen.
Whoa! 3!
Oh, I'm surprised too.
As you turn the ignition and drive off, you think about that photo that he had in his wallet. Picture of him and his daughter. De-age him a couple of years. Give him hair. Shave him. You actually remember. You did time with him. You weren't close. But you knew each other. Distantly. By face. He was going out when you were going in. You only served in the same facility for about a month, maybe 2. Hell, you might have even had lunch at the same table a couple of times.
What was his name?
His name? Did you guys write it down?
I did not.
He was working for Roth Kruger.
Yeah, I got that.
His name was Dante Mitchell.
Right, Dante.
Got it.
And I also want to say, Winter, your makeup's on point tonight.
Thanks.
And those glasses are also on point. So good job.
I normally don't wear glasses, but I couldn't do contact lenses tonight.
I think they just look like, with the reflection on them, they just look like kind of plasticky aviators. Like from that angle, like the reflection makes them look like it's intentional. So just don't lean into it.
What was he in for?
You think it was either assault or robbery, or aggravated liquor store, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, you think it was just robbery? Maybe he beat up a liquor store owner. So it had to do something with a liquor store.
Got it.
And with that, do you continue driving off, or do you go back and
keep going?
Okay. You push it, and before long, you are finding yourself in the middle of one of Vancouver Island's, especially the West Coast, typical pissing rainstorms. Now, the thing about storms on Vancouver Island is that they are full of rain and gray clouds and wind. Very, very seldom do you actually get any lightning up here. When you do, it's actually something that you see posted about for days on social media. Did you see that bolt of lightning? It's actually fairly ridiculous for anyone else who's ever lived in a place where lightning storms are common. Which is why you're a bit startled coming in around 11 a.m. As you're winding down toward Tofino, a lightning bolt appears overhead, crashing into the ocean just off the coast.
I immediately pull over to post it on social media.
Okay, you should. You gain 20 Victoria basic points. And everyone takes a drink. All right. So you have about 6 hours to kill before these folks have even the chance of waking up. What do you do?
Oh, I'm going to park the vehicle somewhere sort of out of the way.
Okay.
I don't want it to be seen, if at all possible, especially in the condition that it's in.
Okay.
So I will try and find someone just out of the way to kind of park it and keep it hidden.
Okay. Are you kind of doing it like before town, or are you headed toward Cyr's place first and then parking on there?
I'll probably be doing it before we head into town.
Okay.
I don't want to quite go into town with the vehicle in the state.
And Cyr's place is like a bit north of town, well, kind of northeast, kind of up the peninsula. So, sure.
If there's a way to skip kind of around town and get a little bit closer, sure. But I'm not very familiar with the roads, so
you will be able to find a spot at a little pullout near a campground. It's
perfect.
Busier than you'd like. But you'll be able to find a spot around back, and you'll be able to back in. Most of the damage to the RV is done to the side and to the back, and you can push those up against a bit of a canopy of brush and tree overhang. And
Okay,
what do you
right
do?
on.
Do you need to sleep?
I think I might. I'll go outside the vehicle and kind of look around a little bit,
Okay.
just to make sure that it looks somewhat okay. If by chance there is any blood or anything, I'll try and wash it off.
Okay.
Like at least like get some water on it to get rid of it, and then I know there's not much I can actually do with the vehicle, so you know what? Maybe I'll take. Yeah, I'll probably go to sleep in the front, like behind the wheel there. Just kind of lean the chair back a bit.
Okay, that sounds good. So you are going to get about 5 hours of sleep. And at this point, I would like everyone to remove a number of superficial damage levels to your willpower. So basically, regenerate willpower, equivalent to your highest of composure or resolve. Up to your maximum, of course.
Right on.
Yeah, so
I'm done.
yeah, I think most of you should be near full at this point again, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We're gonna need it.
Mason, you're going to stir. Your eyes will flick open as you hear something moving around. It's one of the other vampires. They're waking up. What's everyone's humanity? I believe, James, Leo's at 5.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Anna and Nora, are you both at 7 still?
Yeah, I passed my check last time, I believe.
Okay, and Anna? Same?
Yep.
Okay, so, as you... what's gonna do? I'm just gonna do a check between you. So, Anna's low. Okay. Nora, from where you were sleeping, you were in the shower? Or no, that's where he was tied up. Were you crawled under the bed, right?
Underneath Leo's bed.
Underneath Leo's bed. That's right, Nora. So Nora, your eyes are going to snap open. And once again, you are no longer completely dead. You're entombed beneath this bed. It's a tight space, and you can feel your shoulders being pushed by the bed frame inward. Your arms instinctively crossed over your heart. Your neck has a surprisingly large kink in it.
Yeah, she just lays there because she probably is like, Leo's still asleep.
Okay.
Good morning.
Unless she can just like crawl out.
You can crawl out.
Okay.
Yeah, you can wiggle out like a worm. Yeah, absolutely.
So gross.
Yeah. So you will start to kind of scrabble your way out, clawing the very, very artificial fiber feeling carpet. Like crawling across AstroTurf, you'll pull yourself out and up. And you are there in a darkened RV. You can see outside of the broken window that there's a bunch of plants. It looks like you're parked in the woods or near woods.
Okay, and is Dante still here, or is he gone?
If you check the bathroom stall, it is completely empty. Only little specks of blood, debris, and a little bit of duct tape. Mason is sitting. Mason is on the other side of the front tarp, sitting behind the wheel. You can see his outline.
Is he moving at all, or does he look like he's still dead?
It's kind of hard to tell. There's not much light in here. It's only your vampire, basically dark vision, that allows you to kind of make out his outline.
Well, I'm basically just going to, like, cloak of shadows and just stand there until everyone wakes up.
Okay. Anna, you as well are going to have your eyes snap open, and you were sleeping in the storage area beneath the table, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, you can easily pull yourself out. And as you do, you can see that Mason's in the front, kind of just... Are you moving around? What are you doing up there? Pardon me.
Yeah, you know what? I probably am moving around. If the radio still works, might have, like, just something playing lightly there.
Okay.
But, just kind of keeping my eye out.
Sounds good. So you will, you'll hear the rest of them rouse. Anna, are you doing anything for the few minutes before Leo gets up, or just...
I'm probably just going to sit there and be in the darkness and wait for things to get moving.
As
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
Chris, what were you saying?
As I hear someone else wake up, I'm gonna turn on the engine and turn on the lights and start driving towards the place.
All right. Leo, you will awaken to the sound of the engine rumbling beneath you.
All right. Leo will probably sit up wrapped in his mummy bag, like he's probably got just like that much actually visible.
Which is just a goggle or something, right?
Yeah, and he'll probably just like wiggle for a little bit till I get my hands up there and kind of unfurl himself. Ugh. We're moving again. Again?
Again.
Am I the last one up? Starts wiggling free.
Do not.
How is everyone this fine evening? Ugh.
you're in a better mood.
I'm always in a good mood. Anna, you know this. My mood
Oh.
is pristine.
You were not the other night, sir. You were not
That's
a
a-
happy fellow.
That's only because they've damn well deserved it.
That's very valid.
So Leo would probably go wandering over to the to the bathroom and kind of peek inside. Ah, good job, Mason. All cleaned up. Wonderful.
You're trying.
Yeah.
The RV moves along steadily. You trundle down old two-lane highway with a number of patches and ruts through it. You find yourself bouncing pretty frequently, and as you're there, it's just the three of you as far as you can tell. Nora, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see if, like, I could smell anything of, like, the guy. Because I'm just spooked.
Smell anything of the ghoul?
Yeah. Yeah, the ghoul, hear, feel, like, anything.
Sure, you can give me a perception plus awareness roll. Or pardon me, not perception plus awareness, a wits plus awareness roll.
Here we go. And awareness.
I was thinking revised vampire for a moment, sorry. It happens.
Oh, I got 2 10s. What does that do again?
You got 2 10s, so that means you get a critical success.
Yeah, and then 1 regular success on top of that. Yeah.
Damn, okay. So, and were any of those your hunger dice?
No.
Okay. And, oh, that reminds me, guys. Can I get everybody here to roll me their rouse check?
Oh, yeah. I got an 8.
All right, your hunger does not go up.
I got a 10.
Your hunger does not go up.
I did not get a success.
Your hunger goes up.
Yikes.
Neither did I.
Okay, so is anybody at hunger 3 or above?
I'm
You're
at
at 3?
3.
Okay, you're both hungry, and you two are at probably 2? Or 1? 1 and 2. Okay.
Because I ate a whole lot. Or wait,
Oh, yeah,
I
you-
ate a whole bunch last time.
Yeah, did you reduce your hunger to
Or-
1?
Yeah. On the last one, I did.
Yeah, so you should be at hunger 1 now.
Yeah.
Naomi, are you doing okay? You seem like you're fading in and out audio.
Should be good now. I have to hold my mic though because if I put it down, then it doesn't seem to like it. Do I still sound funny?
No, you don't now. Put your mic down. Let's find out.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you're a little. It's because you're a bit away from it.
That's what I thought. So
Yeah.
here, it's okay. If I hold it real still and mute myself. No.
You just muted yourself.
Hello.
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 Okay,
Sorry, folks.
that's okay.
So, how's everyone doing? Anyone a little peckish right now?
I'm certainly feeling it a little. But I don't imagine we're going to be able to find much around here.
Kelly, did
Come
I
look-
get anything on that perception check?
Sorry, I was the audio thing drew me out of that. As you're looking around, what you will find is kicked underneath the toilet, kind of just around the back inside of the washroom. You will find you'll find a Zippo lighter. Fell out of his pocket. Has the insignia of his gang on it, an iron cross with a skull in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gold. Like, you're not quite sure if it's plated or solid, but it's quite valuable and full. As you flick the top up and down, you can see that there's a bit of blood encased on the inside, and a thick, oily fingerprint mars the flat side of it. But as you flick the lid open, you can smell that there is the captured aroma of burning flesh beneath it. This was used to light someone on fire, or used for torture, and a little bit of that barbecue scent stayed with it. But besides that, that's all you find. Are you worried about him coming back? What's concerning you about him?
Well, last I knew, he was completely like bound, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up and he's gone. So I was like, spook. So now I'm gonna just like come to my senses. I've woken up a little bit now, and I'm like, okay, Mason probably let him go.
Okay, and you got a cool lighter.
Mine.
I mean, it's true, it is.
Mine. Cool. So I'll drop the obfuscate and walk out.
Okay. It almost seems like a mundane scene. The bathroom door opens and one of your friends exits it, like you would on an actual road trip. Only this time, it's someone who looks like that. Nora steps out, her pockmarked flesh even more grotesque than normal. Or maybe it's just different flavors of grotesque every night.
Evening, Nora. You're looking road rashed more than usual.
Yeah, did we drop them off somewhere?
Well, Mason took care of him. Just like I told him to.
Said take care of him. So I took care of the situation. He's not here.
Mason,
did
you
you
are just
do?
the best fix-it, man. Just the best.
I put him on the side of the road, used his phone, called an ambulance for him, and then stomped on it and drove away. After
Hospitable.
warning him not to talk, he He knows that what happens to people who talk. He's served some time.
Okay.
Leo did say take care of him.
I suppose I did. I guess that's all I can really expect. I mean, it's not like I really wanted him dead. I mean, I
Are
wouldn't
we
have
there
minded.
yet?
Mason, make me a dexterity and drive roll.
Oh no.
Do it at a... No, do it as you're doing it. So just do it flat out. Unless you have any specialties.
Bestial success? Or, well, 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
2 were 10s on hunger dice. So
That
that's
is
4.
That is a bestial success. Okay, or a messy
Ooh.
critical. A messy
critical, right.
Okay. One moment. I'm just going to look at what they suggest because it's our first messy critical of the entire chronicle, guys.
And it's a drive check.
It's a drive check.
Oh
That's
my.
gonna be interesting.
So that went differently than I'd expected it. Messy critical. What were you gonna ask, Winter?
I just said, uh-oh.
Messy critical. Stains, breaches, loses a dot from an advantage. Okay, so it says here, the storyteller and player work together to decide on the level of success and the level of mess. By and large, they scale upwards together. So, Alright, so here's what's going to happen, and I want you to help me figure out exactly what goes wrong.
Oh boy.
As Nora leans in and says, "Are we there yet?" You're trundling along a back road, when suddenly headlights flood your vision. A logging truck jumps across the curb. You didn't even see this thing coming. It's dark here. You would have seen this coming a mile away. But it swerves over toward you. It's half in your lane. It looks like it's going to clip the side of you, throw you into one of the ditches off the side of the road and into trees and rocks. What do you do?
I'm gonna be trying to swerve around it and not get hit. Like, swerve into the opposite lane.
Okay, you're in the opposite lane. It's coming over. It's coming straight down the center.
Oh, fuck, let's charge it.
Okay?
Let's play chicken. You know, it's a bestial
Okay.
thing, so
Okay.
it's messy, sorry, so let's play chicken with this fucker.
Okay, so I'm gonna dictate some bad stuff that happens because of that, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, Nora and everybody who's sitting down in the back or the front are going to feel the RV swerve from one side of the road to the other as it powers through. Directly in front of you, you see headlights flash through, so bright that they even pierce the tarp, separating the front seat from the back cabin. You slam through the front of the logging truck. And yet, in that brief millisecond where impact should occur, it parts in front of you like mist, and all of you are going to hear high-pitched screams echo through the cabin. An ephemeral shape made of mist and slightly greenish something pours through like a thick fog. And then I need everyone to make me a strength and stamina roll, please.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Okay, so I got 4 successes. 2 were bloody ones, but they weren't exceptional.
Okay.
6 successes and a messy critical of a success.
Okay. So that sounds great. All right. Anna?
You
I
would.
got 4 successes
Okay.
on 4 dice.
On
I'm
4
okay.
die. Damn. Okay. And Leo?
Oh no.
I also got 4 successes on 4 dice.
Okay. So you all are going to brace yourselves the second that you see this logging truck coming. It's coming straight at you, and Mason swerves toward it. He snarls, baring his teeth, not his fangs, because he doesn't have any, but snarling and baring his teeth as he goes right through this thing. The impact doesn't come, and then it does a moment later as the RV skips over and slams into a tree near the side of the road. Boom! The entire RV rocks forward, and all of you are actually going to be fine. The windshield is going to completely spiderweb as the safety glass explodes into hundreds of little galaxies of cracks, but it's still intact. Until a moment later when Mason snarls, puts his fist through the front of it, and pulls the windshield completely down, ripping it, but allowing himself the ability to see again.
Well, that's one way to do it, Mason.
Shut up!
None of you will take any damage.
Are you okay? What the hell was that?
Huh.
You tell me.
Was that a ghost truck?
Yeah.
Did we just... Leo, you have a million books and you're telling me you don't have a book on...
You're the sorceress.
I know nothing about a ghost truck, sir. I know nothing about how to summon it nor how to put it away. I can't park this thing, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, I can't take this. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, you have stopped already thanks to the tree.
I'm gonna get out and go back and just like in a huff and just go back, grab my crossbow and just go off outside.
Okay.
Mason, we got
Leo,
a thing to do.
Leo,
Hold on, I'm fucking hungry.
Oh,
Time.
Leo, I think you should let him be.
Yeah, keep going, just going off. I'm gonna try and hopefully there's something that hasn't been scared off by all that noise.
Okay, so what I want you to do is make me a composure and survival roll. Alright, now while you're doing that, save your successes for me, and what's everyone else doing as you watch Mason vanish off into the underbrush?
What time of the night is it?
Right now, it is about 6:40 p.m.
I would like to get out of the RV and go look for tire marks.
Okay. You can give me a wits and investigation roll. Yes, James?
I was thinking of doing the same thing. Like, I was going to go get out in the road and kind of look around and see if I could see any evidence of what this ghost truck thing was. More kind of knowledge, though. I was kind of curious. Do I know anything about this kind of thing? Like, did it ever turn up in my readings?
You can make me a intelligence and occult roll.
I will do that.
Okay. And
I
Nora,
would like to... Oh, sorry. No. I would like to get out and assess the situation of our vehicle.
Yes, there we go. Okay,
That's
make me an intelligence and drive roll. All right, so Anna, what did you get?
I only had 2 dice to roll. I got 2 successes. My hunger dice, so 3. 3 successes, including my hunger dice. What does that mean?
Okay, and
It's
you know
only
the hunger
7.
dice replaces one of your dice, right?
Oh, then 2 successes.
So it's not a bonus. So it would still be 2 successes.
Yes, you're right. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Then in that case, my hunger dice is a 10, and I know that usually means something.
It's if you roll 2 of them at once.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I got 5. 1 is the hunger die.
Okay, cool. I'll get it to you in just 1 sec. So Anna, as you were going out, you run your fingers along the asphalt and take a look around. There's no anything here. There's no tire marks. There's no...
What?
There's no smell. There's nothing, not even any disturbed leaves where you see that it would have had to swerve. You look around for a good couple of minutes. And as you're heading back to go speak to the others, and you're going to pass by the bumper, and that's when you're going to notice there's a slight sheen of a grayish slime, barely visible and rapidly evaporating, sticking to the driver's side bumper at the rear.
I want to quickly run to it before it all disappears to get a closer look at it.
Okay.
Is there...
It looks like snot. But gray, like it's been mixed with iron filings.
Oh. She has a bag. If I put it like on something to maybe show Leo, can I give it to him to investigate for me?
Yes, you can try, that's for sure. Leo, I'm going to go to you. What did you get with your successes?
3 successes.
You know, there are a number of stories up island. Logging trucks constantly crash throughout the years, and I mean, Victoria and Vancouver Island has a lot of ghost stories originating from like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Like a lot of the ghosts on Vancouver Island are, well, the ghost stories are fairly new because the colonial populace is not terribly old. Believe that the island was first settled around the late 1700s, but the population boom didn't really hit until the early 20th. You know, now that you think about it, you do remember one story about a man coming home. He was up here doing logging back in 26 or 27. And he got a call at one of the local diners that was set up. They ran it out to him. His wife had gone into labor down in a little pop-up hospital. Actually, pardon me, it would be the 20s. So, at his house, close to Reuploaded. Lacking a vehicle of his own, he borrowed one of the logging trucks that they were using from his boss and quickly drove out. However, he swerved, and the rest is the history of an orphan. 27? No, it was 35. This is pre-war. Maybe the kid's still alive, actually. 35, he'd only be 85? Maybe something to check on later. And as you are rolling that through your head, you're trying to remember the last name. You think it was Seaver? It sounds like Seaver. You're not sure the spelling.
Seaver.
And Anna is going to round the back of the car and come to you.
Seaver.
Leo, I have...
Yes.
She's, Kelly, did I, with like a tissue, grab some of the little stuff?
Absolutely, you did.
I'm gonna hand this to him. Leo, this is the only thing from the truck. And I know it's from the truck. I don't know how, but it's the only thing that I think is from the truck. There's no scent. There is no tracks.
Okay, you're saying the RV is leaking fluids.
No, it's not leaking fluid. I don't think so. I don't think this is from our RV. I'm look at this. You know.
Okay, Leo's honestly gonna look down at it, look up at her, look down at her, put a finger in it, and taste it.
One moment.
I think that has consequences, Leo.
We're gonna find out.
It tastes like mold.
Oh.
All right.
It tastes like bread mold. It's sharp and kind of overwhelming, actually, for a moment. Just that pungency that reaches up into your cheekbones as you taste it.
Perfect. Premonition.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that. So give me your rouse check.
All right, I have to do that too.
Yay, Leo's helping.
I'm gonna be so hungry.
Does he ever really?
I have a success. All right, and then it's going to be resolve plus aspects for that one. 3 successes.
3 successes. So as you are tasting that, you are going to become awash with Images. Sensations. Yelling. Flashlights. The sound of breaking wood and the scent of wet, burned wood. And then just one phrase. Why isn't it working?
Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Did you know the voice that it was that was said in?
It sounds like your own.
Why isn't that working?
Around the front of the car, we're going to find out why it isn't working. Nora, you got 5 successes?
Oh yeah.
The radiator shot. You could probably patch it up with some... you could probably get some sealant. Well, you know, it's not the radiator that's shot, but you definitely have a crack in your radiator, in your coolant reservoir.
Oh fuck.
It's coming down in a pretty steady stream, like someone turned the tap on. However, you keep this thing going at a slow speed. You could probably patch up the reservoir with some duct tape or some sealant from like a hardware store. You might be able to do it a temp fix with the duct tape you have on hand, and then fill it with water when you get someplace.
Until we get to a station somewhere.
Exactly. The radiator is definitely going to die sometime soon, but you might be able to limp along somewhere safe.
Okay. And where we're at right now, is there any cell service?
Yeah, you'll see just the barest last bar on your phone flickering on and off.
Okay, so I'm just checking to see whereabouts the nearest is and see if we can probably make it.
Okay. When you try, you're not going to have any 4G.
Fuck.
You have cell service, but you don't have any data.
Fuck.
However, you think you can probably actually patch it up yourself. At least the temp fix. With that,
Yeah.
with your 5 successes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So if you grab the last of the duct tape roll that wasn't used on Dante, you can get under there and patch it up. You're going to come off smelling like coolant, but there are worse things.
I'm sure it goes with my whole look.
Yeah, it does actually. It gets everything nice and green, kind of blue-green stained. You look like you're eating a Freezy Pop. Do not drink antifreeze. Or do. It's your life.
Hey, it never stopped me from...
It will stop you
God.
once. All right. So yeah, you'll
Not
be able
anymore.
to pitch it up, or to patch it up. The front of the... Where'd we go? What just happened?
A cat just knocked over my camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kitty.
Yeah, he being a bad boy. I'm gonna probably kick him out. 1 sec.
Sure, no problem. So you'll be able to patch that up. Meanwhile, in the woods, Mason, what'd you get on your roll? 3 successes. Okay, so let's find out. Okay. You're out there for a while. You spend some time looking around, hunkered down low, just waiting for sound. You're hoping for a deer. Well, you don't get one. What you do get is a shrill overhead cry. An eagle flies over. It's something.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's something.
You take aim, level your crossbow, and a moment later, there's another scream. A short and permanently ended one. And the eagle tumbles to the ground about 20 feet from you. Your bolt has caught it directly in the back of its white feathered head. Go ahead and remove a point of hunger.
Right on.
All right. So, Nora, you head back to... you grab the duct tape, and you can easily patch up the car enough that it'll run for tonight and kind of move along. To do this, though, you are going to have to... you're going to have to completely rip the bumper off. It is bent like a like a crazy straw at this point.
Not a problem.
Okay, you put your foot down and just... Mason, you're going to start returning to the car, and as you are stepping back up onto the pavement, you are going to hear the sound of bending, ripping metal. Are you just going to toss it to the side of the road, or are you going to put it back in the car?
I'll put it in the car.
Okay.
It's not my car, so might as well bring it all back.
Are you carrying it or dragging it behind you? I want to picture this visual.
She's not a really big person, but potent.
Yeah, so you can drag it just to be annoying, though. That's
Yeah.
not really Nora, though, is it?
Is not Nora to be annoying? If it's to annoy Mason, yes.
Okay. Well, I would like to point out that Amy just redeemed Drama Bomb in the chat, so...
She would.
Yeah,
I love you, Amy.
So Drama Bomb means that whatever is happening right now gets a little more dramatic. Alright, so... you are going to drag the bumper across the pitted asphalt surface, spitting up sparks as you bend it.
I'm gonna rush back there, and when I get within sight, be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And she's just gonna lift it up in one arm and be like, "You fucking broke it," and then I'll toss it at him.
Okay. It's going to clatter down at your feet, almost bouncing again to hit your knees.
At who?
Sorry, no, it just kind of bounces over at his knees, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
no, you
I
just...
just-
You're fine.
Okay.
He's in trouble.
Just stares at it, like stares at her and stares at it, just like.
What the fuck was that, Mason?
I'm not sure we can actually blame Mason here.
He's
I
the
don't
one
think
that was
so.
driving.
Yes, and
That doesn't mean anything in this
And
circumstance.
I think someone summoned the spirit of a ghost truck to run us off the road. So Nora, I would appreciate it if you went easy on our poor Thin Blood. He has enough on his plate as it is.
All right.
Are those
No.
feathers?
Well,
Said I was
we can
hungry.
probably make this for a little while, but it's not going to last us on the way back at all.
So do we go to? We're still what? How far away from Cyr's place?
I don't have any data. Can't reach it from out here.
You turned onto this side road, Grace Bay Road, about a mile ago. It was only another couple of miles.
Well, if we can limp along, that's enough. It's better than walking around out in this mad hole of a place.
But
Uh,
What's the weather like?
do we?
Misty.
Ugh.
Cold.
Okay.
And overhead, you'll
want-
actually... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Mason was just gonna say, like, do we want to get a better vehicle so that we can get out of there fast if we need to before seeing him?
I think that might be best. I don't think he's going to like seeing us.
Well, we got to have something to conceal Nora in. But you know what? All we'll have to do is play it by ear. If we find a convenient vehicle, we find a convenient vehicle. If not, well, we're just going to have to live without. And besides, I think this one will make some distance, right? It just won't make it very far.
Yeah. I've got it basically wrapped up like a fucking band-aid right now, but it's leaking.
Right. Well, let's just keep going then. We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what's that about ghost cars?
Ghost truck.
Ghost truck.
As you say that, you are going to all hear a noise. And a couple of shrill eek eek type of noises. The dim sky overhead, illuminated by your one working headlight, suddenly flooded by black shapes. Dozens, dozens, dozens of bats burst out of the undergrowth swarm fly around the RV in a wide and then tight circle as they condense around it and then erupt into the sky.
Oh.
Above you, a bit of cloud-to-cloud lightning illuminates so many bats.
I feel like this is a sign.
I think we're not wanted.
Well, I don't think that rightly matters. I think we have to go up anyway.
Let's keep going then.
Oh, all right.
Wait, what was the gentleman's name we're supposed to go meet again? Leo will
Cyr?
honestly ask us. Cyr?
Cyr? Emmanuel?
So I'm gonna lean my head out the window, like the side window, and be like, "We're looking for Emmanuel." Hey! I'm just gonna start yelling up at the bats.
Can somebody take care of that?
Take care of
Leah,
what? What?
maybe we should approach this a little more subtly.
I don't think subtlety really
that.
applies that anymore. Like,
No.
Is there another way to speak to them other than yelling "hey" at them?
I have no idea. They're bats.
Does anybody have animalism?
Can anybody speak?
Hey.
Nora.
I mean, if you want to use it.
I don't think there's much I can really do besides like bond formulus and sense the beast.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not super animal focused.
No.
I think Leo will probably kind of go into the back and probably go find like that cardboard box that everything was I think there was a cardboard box with tools that were tossed in it, wasn't there?
Yes.
And I'll probably rip the side off of that and basically write "take us to your leader" on the side of it and kind of go and point it out the window.
Okay. A bat is going to fly and strike you directly in the face.
What?
And then it's going to kind of land, get confused, and then fly off the other direction.
Wait, can I catch it? I want.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Give me a dexterity and brawl.
Oh God, where is this bat? Is it in my lap or something?
Yeah, if you get a bestial success, you'll rip something else off.
Oh,
Do it.
Good. 3 successes.
Okay.
Neither were the hunger.
Okay, so you are, as the bat looks around and tries to climb back up, as Leo sinks back in his chair and goes, "Ow." You're going to snatch your hand down, grab this dazed bat, and raise it up. The bat looks around, freaked, looks up at you, and gives a high-pitched, shrill shriek of terror.
I'm just looking up.
Okay.
That's a level 3. Level 2. I'm just in the book right now.
Sure.
When blood bonding an animal, a vampire can make it fabulous, forming a mental link with it and facilitating the use of other animalism powers. While this power alone does not allow two-way communication with the animal, it can follow simple verbal instructions. So dice pools, charisma plus animal ken.
You have to feed it blood on 3 separate nights.
This is mine now.
Okay.
My bet.
Okay, so if you want to feed it some blood, you do a rouse check.
Yes.
Feel sorry for the bat.
So that's 1 dice, and tell me what you get.
7.
7. You do not gain any more hunger. So you will feed it some blood, which is good because it tries to bite you. So you probably just let it.
Yeah, here you go.
You're not going to take any damage from a bat bite, not from a one. No. Where are you going to put it? In the fridge?
Is the fridge still running?
You can unplug it.
It runs on batteries. Sorry.
Can someone ban James?
I just didn't know if it would be
bat
if
ban.
something would have happened. Anyways.
You can put him in the bathroom. The bathroom.
The bathroom.
Yeah, there you go. There, I did it for you, James.
You could put it in a box with some holes.
I don't think we have a big enough box for that. No, I'm gonna put it in my closet.
Okay.
Like-
All right. So you put the bat in the closet, and the bat will shriek and hunker down in the top corner, looking kind of fearfully around.
Yeah, and then I
But-
just close it, giving it a dark space to calm.
Okay.
I
Bat.
has bat.
You has a bat. Okay. And what do you do now? Mason, do you take off again?
Keep driving.
Okay.
Being kind of freaked out by these bats. And no windshield anymore.
It's kind of drafty.
You proceed, trundling down the road. Looking at the map that you were given, you'll eventually come to a side branch. It's a small, single-lane road. Looks like it was paved a good 50 years ago. The concrete is black. Pardon me, the concrete is cracked and overgrown with old dead weeds sticking out of the cracks. Despite how lush the rain is, must not be reaching the roots. This looks like the place. In the distance, through the undergrowth, you can see there's a fence blocking off most people from entering the property. You imagine there's probably a gate on the road up ahead.
Keep going up and try and pull up near the gate.
You continue forward, and as you slowly amble your way up, you will indeed come to a large 12-foot-tall wrought iron gate. It's built into some old, sturdy bricks, and wraps further around and into the woodlands. This is very dense wood around you, but peering through, you can see by the moonlight just the barest bit of a house's steeple ahead of you. This house must be at least 3 stories tall. Impressive. Most impressive. The gate in front of you is closed. Looks like it has a chain around it, keeping the 2 halves of the gate shut. What do you do?
I'll
Nora, I'd say you would be best to go up and take care of that chain. Would you be so kind?
Yeah.
Okay. So Nora, you hop out of the vehicle, head up to the chain, and you
Yeah.
see there's a padlock on it.
Mhm.
As you reach down,
Well,
it's open.
oh, it's already open.
So do you disconnect it and just pull the chain through?
Yep.
Okay.
I keep it.
You keep the lock?
And the chain.
Okay. It is a very, very sturdy chain. Each one of the links is larger than your thumb.
Yay. I like a good sturdy chain.
Lepto Nosferatu.
Could I use a chain as a melee weapon?
You absolutely can.
Fucking A. Take ag.
All right. You continue. Moving forward, the wrought iron fence grinds open. As the RV pushes through, you'll come around the corner, and you'll see Cyr House in all of its former glory. Emmanuel Cyr's house has existed for little over a century, you would guess, but its weight on the landscape can be measured in aeons. The house is a husk. Old and beautiful, built in a classical pseudo-Victorian style. It's derelict. A fire, at some point in recent history, has stripped the southern wall and much of the vegetation around the southern half of the house, which faces you. You can see directly inside of it. What you can also see as you pull up you are not alone. There are 2 other vehicles parked outside. One, a white Ford Econoline van, and the other, a blue Toyota 4Runner.
Did we see these cars at all on our way here?
You have not seen these cars even slightly. Perhaps they're Cyr's? They're parked where he would park, you would think. Although, nice house. A little too nice to drive Ford and Toyota.
Visitors.
What do you do?
Well,
I think we go out and make ourselves known, and make it clear that we come on official business.
right. I'll be right behind you.
Very well. I'll go take care of it, and I will. And Leo will kind of pump himself up a little bit and go open up the door and go sauntering out towards the, kind of over towards, roughly towards the vehicles. Or like kind of go like halfway, so I'm kind of in the open.
And I'll follow directly behind him.
Leo,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to walk up, and alongside the white van, you'll see that there's some writing on the back of it, as well as along the side. DeWitt Productions.
DeWitt Productions. DeWitt Productions. Is that like a movie company? I could see them making movies here.
You can both vaguely hear some electronica bouncing around, some EDM playing from inside of the van. There's a little glow through the back window. It's tinted, but it looks like there's something with lights on inside.
I want to go open up the van.
Okay. You open the van, and immediately we'll hear a shriek as a woman with red hair, dressed in a t-shirt and ripped jeans, turns and looks at you, crinkling her nose in surprise and like scrabbling for a can of mace. The entire back of this van is hollowed out for technology. She's watching a number of computer screens right now, a laptop on her lap as she types away, and there's so much equipment here. She shrieks, scrabbles around. Ah, who the fuck are you?
If she actually gets the mace out, I'm just gonna close the door if she tries to spray me with it.
Before I leave the van, I'm going to use Unseen Passage, which means I do a Rose check.
Okay.
And I got a 9.
So you're fine. Yeah.
Cool. So now I can move, and as long as I don't do anything to break it, that's super obvious, and I'm good.
All right. So you will shut the door.
Mm-hmm.
Anna, what are you doing?
I am just between Nora and probably Mason, so I'm probably right behind Mason, to be honest. Watching Leo scare this poor woman. Or not so poor woman.
Okay. So what are you all doing? So the door's shut. She's inside, and you can hear the sound of like scrabbling and rattling through things.
We should grab her before she calls somebody, guys.
I think that's I'm more worried about her actually driving off. Mason, would you want to make sure that she doesn't drive off?
She's got...
What? Fuck. Whatever. Go over
Thank you, Mason.
Go over to the front and, yeah, make sure there's nobody in the driver's seat.
It doesn't appear that there is.
And I will lean up against, you said the other vehicle's right beside it?
Yes.
I'll just lean up against the other vehicle and light a smoke.
The side of the van is going to slide open, and you'll see that she glances out. She's got a can of mace in one hand and a pipe wrench in the other.
Excuse me, we don't actually mean violence to you.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't try fucking trespassing in other people's vehicles. Try knocking first? Huh?
We tried. Your music was loud.
All right, what do you want?
We're... I kind of glance up at the house. We're like, are you a paranormal investigator?
I'm an AV tech. The investigators are inside.
Ah. Well,
My time has come.
are you doing something?
These are my people.
I
Starts
have...
making friends.
Time to spook them.
I'm here about the house. I
Yeah,
know many
okay.
things about the house.
You have approximate knowledge of many things. Okay.
Is that,
Look,
is that a
if
movie
you're,
reference?
if you, are you here? Like, are you doing like a bit with them, or something? Look, I just do the tech. Like, everybody's inside the house. You probably want to. Are you looking for Porter?
Yes. Porter. Where is Porter?
Porter's in the house. They're doing levels right now, or something. I don't know. The tech's kind of fuzzy. You probably won't disturb them. I wouldn't sneak up on them, though. You might ruin their shot.
We'll try not to disturb them too greatly.
Or maybe do disturb them. It might look good on the camera. I don't know.
All right. If you'll excuse me, and I'm going to go and walk around so she can't mace me.
Okay.
And I'll probably just make a gesture at Mason that we're going to kind of head towards the house. And
I'll look at the girl and be like, he's just like that. I'm sorry. And then
What kind of tech do they have?
All sorts. Glancing around, like if you're sitting there, you're standing there and obfuscate in front of the door. Like she's got it open enough that you can't get in. Her body's in the way. But you can kind of see. That looks like. Okay, they've got cameras. It looks like they've got remote broadcast software as well, because she's able to at least pick up their audio from inside of here. That's an EMP meter right there. That's old-timey radios.
No, like, are we talking
Walkie-talkies.
like actually good equipment, or is this like Fisher Price style?
Kind of upper mid-range. Not quite
Alright.
as good as it could be, but more expensive than what you have.
I'ma steal it later.
So can you lean back just a little? You're coming in a little loud.
Oh, sorry.
coming in a little.
Nosferatu strikes again.
I'm gonna steal it.
That's the perfect volume. All right. But yeah, steal it later. Or steal it now. Like, I don't, you do what you need to do.
Oh, she's got to come out of the van at some point.
Hey, Ritter. Is it
Yes?
good that there's people doing that investigating thing in one of our kind's places?
Oh, clearly not. Clearly not. But at least we know roughly what's going on. I mean, I imagine all this strange stuff is probably Cyr's way of showing off people. Kind of validates the place, I guess.
So how do we find him while this is going on?
Oh, I think and I'll probably stop and kind of turn back so we can just have a private conversation. I figure we'll just show them off as best we can, and then we'll try to find him and have a proper conversation.
Yeah, okay. You know what you're doing.
What makes you think I know what I'm doing? I'm gonna go and just keep getting in. I'm probably just gonna walk up, like open up the front door and kind of look around a little bit and do this big.
You're heading up to the house?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to the house.
Okay. All right. So,
sorry, yeah.
what is everyone else doing?
Looking back at Wesley with a pained expression on my face.
All right.
I'm gonna look back at him with the same pained expression and follow.
Okay. You will proceed to head up to the house, following Leo as he... Leo, are you walking up to the door, or are you walking through the big hole in the side of the house?
Oh, through the hole.
Okay. As you approach the hole, you see that in the distance, through some of the rooms, the reflection of flashlights shining off of picture frames and strangely shiny banisters. And as you call out, a cold wind picks up, greeting you. Its response, we'll find out in just a minute, though, because we're going to take a quick break, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Victoria by Night. As you step inside the old dilapidated house, it's dark. Do any of you have a light source of any kind? Or are you just wandering through the darkness of the house?
Leo has a flashlight.
I am the night.
Mason has one.
I'm still invisible.
Sure, sounds good. How are you seeing?
Just as best as I can.
Okay.
With our flashlights.
With your flashlights, okay. And Anna, are you proceeding in as well?
Yep, I'm gonna follow in, but I'm gonna keep my phone light off. I'm just gonna follow closely behind Leo.
Okay. As you head inside, old fire-damaged and waterlogged carpet squishes under your feet. The area directly in front of you is a large chamber. Looking around, it's the remnants of, you think, a dining room. Half a destroyed table lies diagonally on its side in front of you. Several stubs where chairs used to be are crushed. You can see some antique furniture that's beginning to mildew and rot. There is one wide doorway directly ahead of you with a pair of sliding doors, one that has come off of its railing. Looks like there's also a way around to the left that heads back outside. Once upon a time, you imagined that this room was encased in glass, a solarium looking out into the woods. But all of the glass is melted, shattered, and spread around among the carpeting beneath your feet. If you listen, you might be able to hear what's going on here. Can I get everyone to make me a wits and awareness roll? Alternatively, if you are just kind of riding this out, you can make me a composure and awareness roll.
I have 3 successes.
3 successes.
Nothing.
None were
3 successes.
Oh, sorry. None were hunger.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay.
I have 3 successes as well.
Okay, so 3 successes, 3 successes, 3 successes. As you are looking around, you are going to hear upstairs. Sounds like someone dropped something. A bit of plaster is going to fall down, and Mason, as you walk in, plaster falls into your face, and you're going to brush it aside, paying more attention to that. This place is in bad shape. You don't know how long ago this fire swept through here. It can't be that long. As you wipe your face, you're going to notice, Mason, that you still have some streaks on your fingers. The plaster there is darkened. There's still soot. In the distance, you can also see that there is a sudden burst of light reflecting off a couple of picture frames. Like someone in a distant room is walking down into a hallway or stepping out. But there's no sound that way. Where do you go? What do you do?
I think I'll probably pause for a second and kind of turn back towards Mason. All right. I think we're going to have to play this a little bit subtly. Nora, I'm going to kind of look around. You around here?
I'll
Don't
walk
say
up.
anything if you are.
Never mind then. I will stay quiet.
Sorry, what was that, Mason?
Oh, I said, don't say anything if you are.
Oh, Nora, just try to play along if we have to do anything supernatural. I trust you can handle that. Anna,
Okay, plus, we got a medium, right? And I'll point at Wesley.
Indeed. We have a medium. I can be a historian. Let's go say hello. And I'd say we try to make our way upstairs.
Okay. Looking around, do you step out of the dining hall?
Yes, I will.
So you can see that there's a door just up to the right and one to the left that opens into the main reception hall. To the right, it looks like an entrance to the kitchen. You can hear something moving around in there, small rodent probably. The reception hall has a pair of sweeping staircases that flank the main entranceway into what looks like a great hall. Do you head up the right or left stairwell?
Leo will head up the left stairwell.
Okay. Heading up the left stairwell, you'll hear a squelch as you bring your foot down. The carpeting, the runner that runs up the stairwell is molded through and grotesque. Above you in the center of the reception hall, an aged candelabra swings on an old iron chain. It's a candelabra. Most of its candles have burned down to nubs. Do you continue up the stairs?
Yeah, of course. They'll probably look up at the candelabra and be like, that would look fantastic in my entryway.
You're paying so much attention that as you step up, you don't notice until it's already happening that the stairway beneath you, the step, breaks and gives way. Can you make me a dexterity and an athletics roll?
Can I try?
I can make I can make a dexterity roll.
Okay. You can use Mason's athletics in the roll.
All right, Mason, how much athletics do you have?
1. Okay.
Huzzah! 2 successes, bestial failure if miss.
Nope, you do succeed. Your leg's going to go through, and as you go down, his hand is going to lunge out and grab you under the arm, stabilizing you.
Oh.
Easy there.
Mason, you're such a dear.
I can always drop you. I'll pull him out.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I think I put a hole in my pants.
You did, actually. You tore just up the calf. It's only about 3 inches, though.
Nothing Philippe can't sew up.
Anything under the stairs?
Actually, yeah, it looks like it leads down to a cellar.
Ooh, good thinking, Mason. Well done.
You have no idea where the door to that would be, but there is a cellar. You can see down into the old steely gray brickwork.
I'm gonna just like lean towards the hole, like, hello down there. Cyr, are you down there?
Okay, can everybody do me a favor and let me know what your willpower is at presently? So Mason, what's your willpower at?
7.
Okay, Nora?
6.
Leo?
5.
Anna, if it's 4?
Yes.
It actually is 4. You guys are a countdown? That's so good. Okay.
I don't remember where I used it, but I remember
Action.
I used it. Amazing.
Okay. Okay, so Leo. Okay. Leo, as you're leaning down, you say, "Hello down there." You will see the bit of concrete you were looking at is quite dark. Obviously, you're looking down into an unlit basement. And then it shifts. The darkness shifts. And you realize you think you were looking at a shadow. Or maybe your eyes were just adjusting.
Cyr, I'm hoping that's you. We're visiting. We come from the Prince of Victoria.
Anna, where are you? Are you on the stairwell as well?
I'm just behind him. I'm not too close to the stairwell, but I could probably see the entrance to the hole.
Okay. And Nora, where are you?
When they started talking about finding an entrance to the cellar, I left to try and find one, or see if there's one like around the corner, or that would be connected to that part of the house.
So, as you back out, you check the first door directly underneath the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small powder room. No, that's not good. Turning back in, you do a circle, rounding and checking. And eventually you will find a small room. It's near where you entered into the dining hall, just before the kitchen. You open the door and there is an above ground, a wine room, I guess. I would say a wine cellar, but it's above ground. At the back of it, next to the rightmost stairwell, or I guess beneath it, is a door that leads deep into the bowels of the house.
Okay.
Okay, what do you do?
Right. How far does it seem it goes down?
Probably the entire way to the cellar. I'd say about 30 feet.
Good to know that this is here. And can I see like a light or anything indicating where Leo's foot went through the stairs, leaking in?
Not from this side of the stairs. If you went down, maybe.
Okay, I'll go down.
Okay. You take a dozen steps down, and as you step beneath a little bit of sloping, the architecture down here is actually holding up the house in these strange arches. The basement has a very Roman brick kind of vibe to it. And as you pass underneath the first archway, you'll see a shaft of light coming down from Leo's flashlight.
Okay. And what is the floor like down here?
As you look around the corner, you'll see that the floor is a mix of poured concrete and mud. The concrete is broken. Broken significantly, and in some places, this room, this first chamber that you're looking to, is empty. But the concrete has been torn up in places with pickaxes and jackhammers. And mud seems to ooze upward, like a pustule.
Ew. I go look at it.
There's a door. Well, there's a corridor with the same type of arching, almost mine shaft aesthetic, leading off from the northwest corner. As you glance down, you can see that the walls there are slick with moisture. There's a clicking noise as you approach. How fast is the clicking? Just a single one, actually. And then another a moment later. Chiki, 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 chiki. A row of
Recognize
incandescent...
what that kind of sound is?
Yes. A row of incandescent light bulbs dangling from strings illuminate themselves for you.
Okay, what do I see?
You see a tunnel with dangling bulbs coming from a 10-foot high ceiling.
And they just all turned on?
Yeah.
Spooky. Okay, I'll go over towards the hole to talk to them up above me.
Okay.
Actually, is there anyone's foot that's by the hole?
It's a little too high up for you to grasp.
Dang it. Okay. Well, I break my obfuscate and I'll call up Leo.
Ah! Oh, Nora.
There's something down here.
Well, yes, we just saw, like, some sort of thing. Wait, how did you get down there?
Found a door.
You got...
Go around the corner and I'll give them the directions to find it.
Nora, can you roll your willpower for me, please?
No. Yeah.
Your current, not permanent.
Hunger does not apply on willpower. Right?
Yeah, hunger does not apply on willpower. Thank you.
Cool. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
All right. As you're there and talking to Leo, you'll hear this noise over your shoulder. The lights are browning, glowing, pulsing. For a moment, you swear it's like the lights are going like this. Come here. Come here.
Give me a moment. Okay. Guys,
How big is the hole in the stairs, and how far down is it?
It's about a 20-foot drop, and it's about the size of it's about a foot and a half wide. You could probably shimmy down and squeeze if you wanted to.
That might be a bit too far to fall, so I'm going to try and drag Leo and Anna towards the... Like, come on, guys. Can't leave her alone there.
Yeah, Leo will happily waddle down the stairs and head around to the entrance.
He's like, this is like a tea party.
I'll nudge Wesley a little bit with my elbow. You see any ghosts yet?
Not yet. I guess.
That's like your wizard thing, right?
My wizard thing is complicated, and it doesn't always. Yes.
Well, it is my wizard thing.
Well, then, you are perhaps a little more equipped to be
in front.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Leo. You can take the lead this time.
I feel I have been partially outwitted here. But that is okay, because I am curious and I'm interested in going.
The stairwell opens. You head into the wine room, and the door opens. And there is a short switchback stairwell in front of you. Old stone, kind of pressed pebbles into concrete, like that type of old stonework makes these stairs. It goes down about 5, maybe 6 feet. 4 steps, and then veers to the left, and then back to the right in a Z shape as you slowly make your way down. The architecture is frustrating and uninspired, Leo. Do you head down?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. A single bulb illuminates the stairwell. You find yourself doing this switchback once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And just when you think something's strange, it veers back a 6th time. And you find yourself standing at a door. It's a plain white door. The handle is bronze. Pardon me. The handle is brass and is shaped vaguely like a lion's mouth. The paint is peeling.
It's getting better and better. I'll go and try. I'll go and knock on the door.
Okay. Nora,
Yes.
you stand down beneath the hole, waiting. They must have gotten lost upstairs. You didn't tell them where the wine room was, did you?
I gave them directions to find the door, so I probably didn't tell them where the wine room was in time.
Okay. You hear a noise echoing down the hallway.
I can go a bit further.
Okay. The hallway is long, about 100 feet. This tunnel.
Does it make sense that it would have been fitting underneath the house, or is this going like further beyond the house's architecture, like the foundation?
This, you think it's leading south, actually. This would go underneath where you're parked.
Thought so. Okay, cool.
As you step down the hallway, it's about 100 feet. But at the end of it, you can see a door. It's blue. The paint is peeling. The handle is a claw. As you step under the first incandescent bulb, it will short and go black.
Like it's burnt out?
Yeah, it looks like it burned out.
Okay. I look back over my shoulder.
You look back over your shoulder, and as you do, a knock comes directly behind you. You're standing next to a white door.
It was blue a second ago.
The one in front of you is blue.
Oh.
Behind you was a small room with a dug-up floor and a simple stairwell leading up into the wine room. Now there's a white door less than 5 feet behind you. The room is no longer there.
And that was the door that was being knocked?
It's being knocked now.
I knock back.
Leo, on the other side of the door, you hear there's a pause for a moment, and then
Leo, open the door.
Just open the door, Leo.
Open it, or I will open it for you.
I'm not hesitating. You have to give me a chance. And I will go and reach and open the door.
That sounds great. Leo, I need you to do me a favor, buddy.
Yep.
What is your stamina rating?
My stamina is 2.
Cool.
I am a fragile boy.
And what's your blood potency?
My blood potency is 1.
You're going to take 4 levels of aggravated damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
So that's like almost like I only have 5 health levels. So.
Oh, do you only have 5?
Yeah. Did I just explode?
What is going to happen is you're going to put your hands down in the lion's mouth. And as you do, there's going to be a flash of light and energy, and you are going to smell fire charring your hand. You're going to raise your hand up, and it is bone and charred black meat. And the fire is starting to creep up your arm toward the elbow, like paper burning. I need you to make me a frenzy roll, please.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Frenzy roll is what again?
Let's remind ourselves, actually, because we don't frenzy very often.
Wow.
Oh, let me see what
I got rocked.
You got. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
So the roll
Amazing.
for 220 is the roll for Fury Frenzy. This is
2 Roshreks on 2 consecutive nights. This is rough.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this is Terror Frenzy, actually. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a dice pool Give me the damn dice pool. I wish they would bold things. That's my one problem with this book, is they have all of the text and they don't bold the rolls.
Yeah, it's easy to, like, miss something just from skimming over it.
So you roll willpower against a difficulty set by the storyteller based on the level of provocation. You add a dice equal to 1/3 of your humanity rounded down.
So you're
Third
at
of
6, you get 2.
I'm in humanity 5.
So he gets 1.
All right, so I got 6 total. Okay, cool.
6 total, and I'll let you know how many successes you need after you roll.
I have 4 successes.
That is actually how many you needed. Congratulations!
Yay!
So you are going to be awash with fear as you pull back, and Anna, you're going to actually see like the tips of his fingers start to blow away.
Oh my god! I'm gonna take my shawl off and immediately cover his arm. I'm gonna take my shawl off. I'm coming.
It's like, Anna, are you sure you want to open that door?
Anna,
not anymore.
Can you do me a big favor, my friend?
Oh,
can you
God.
make me an intelligence and occult roll?
Okay. Okay, it's not.
Actually, no. Pardon me. Make me a composure and occult roll, given the circumstance.
Okay. And my 100 die. Please be nice. I got 3 successes on 4 dice.
Okay, looking at his hand and looking back at the door, you are going to immediately recognize that this is a ward spell.
Oh.
He just grasped a ward versus kindred. This looks like it was a specialized one too. This is Tremere. This is thaumaturgy.
This is my family. Magic.
It hurts.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But this is definitely my people.
This is your fault.
Not mine.
Why?
I didn't.
Why did you do
for you
this?
to have this? I didn't mean for you to have this. Just take my shawl and have it around your arm, and I will figure.
I think my finger fell off.
I joined the club.
Just when I think one of you is scary enough, the other one becomes more scary.
Wait, which of us was the scary one?
All of you.
Mason, at some point,
This
you'll
is gonna
have
grow
to
back,
understand
right?
it doesn't get better.
No. Oh no, this is gonna grow back, right? This isn't just like.
I will find a spell that makes it grow back, maybe.
Oh, I need a spell to grow it back. Oh.
Well, Leo, you get to. Maybe that means you get to view some of this magic that you want to look at and were so interested in.
I suppose. I was having fun with all the what I thought were illusions and all that. Now I'm just.
I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you. You didn't want to hear me, but I tried to tell you.
You all told me to open the door.
I told you to open the door. I never said that I thought it was meant.
So, James.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back and admit a minor mistake. So please reduce that to 2 levels of aggravated damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
because
yay.
I'm still getting used to the damage system here, and I was like, yep, that sounds about right, because I was expecting you to have twice as many health levels.
Oh, sorry.
So I think I might have made it a little too potent.
That's okay. Everything's fine. All right, you know what? I'm going to see the unseen now. I'm just going to try to punch through audio illusions and see everything that's lying around.
So you can go ahead and make me that roll. So while you were doing that, though, on the other side of the door, Nora, you will just hear...
I had to...
What?
I was like, you're gonna have to speak up now, she says. And is it coming through the other door?
No, that's 100 feet away. You can't hear that, but it sounds louder at different parts of this door. And that's when you're going to notice that there's a little bit of dust blowing through the keyhole.
I'll touch the door and open it.
Okay, you're going to touch the door and open it?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fantastic. Can you roll me your willpower, please? Do not use your...
That's
your
the same as before.
Same as before? Yeah. So how much you get?
I got 2 10s, and then...
Okay, so a critical.
Yeah. And then 2 more success on top of that.
You put your hand down on the doorknob, and you put your hand on the doorknob, and there's a flash of motion. You realize how cold the doorknob is, but it's not a doorknob. It's a pale white hand, the color of a bedsheet. And suddenly you look up and see a woman standing in front of you with pale, pale skin, milky eyes, long black hair, and her mouth is distended almost a foot. She shrieks at you, and it's like the mouth consumes you. Everything, like the mouth zooms into your vision, and everything goes black for a moment.
Move, spooky.
And then you shake your head, and you're standing on the stairwell, directly behind these 3.
And am I holding on to something?
No, just the air.
Mm-hmm.
The air and, a lock of frizzled black hair.
Have they realized that I'm here yet?
I'll turn around. No. His arm, the door set his arm on fire. One of my kind is in this house right now. Right now, I think. Pretty sure.
It looks like it needs to be amputated.
No, you're not taking my... You're not taking my crispy fingers away from me, okay? They're mine. I'm keeping them.
We will deal with that when we can here.
I just met a apparition of this like spooky lady, and I have some of her hair. Want it?
Yeah, can I have it?
Here you go.
Thanks. I have.
You curse her back?
Oh,
and by the way, I got 2 successes and a bestial failure of miss on the scene scene.
Okay. As you are looking around, kind of trying to take your bearings in, what you are going to do is find the chart that talks about that. As you look around, you are going to see that the walls are slick. They're slick with moisture, but it's red, damp, and dark, and the shadows around you on the walls playing there with the naked bulb above you. You suddenly will see that they look like they're cast by a mob of people surrounding you in a circle. Your hunger dice are gonna, pardon me, your hunger is going to increase by 1.
I'm now at hunger 4.
I'm at 3. Can Anna maybe communicate with one of these shadowy looking?
Sure, you can try. So this is just what Leo was getting with his power.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, your hunger doesn't go up by 1. It can if you want it to. I'm not going to stop you.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm good. I'm fine.
What's Mason going to do while this is happening?
He's definitely feeling out of his elements a little bit here, but looking around, there is a small sense of satisfaction. So he's probably got a bit of a smirk on his face with what's happened to Leo. But you know what? He's going to try and knock on the door again, and just knock on it and just be like, "Cyr, may we enter? Can we come in? We're here to talk to you."
The doorknob will slowly, agonizingly turn. And will leave its door frame and open.
Chilled in my back.
I'm gonna, if the door's open a little bit, I'm going to push it or pull it forward. I'm gonna pull it forward so that it can open up a little more.
You're looking into a bedroom. Ostentatious, a 4-poster bed in front of you with old, dull blue canopies surrounding it, all with gold, well, more like yellow fringes. It smells like mothballs in here.
Ew.
The inside of the door...
Cyr, if you're in here. Go for it. Go for it. No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you're in here, I'm entering. I'm going to step forward.
All right, so you are actually going to step down. It appears that this room is on a bit of a step or a rise or something like that. And you'll step down to very comfortable carpet.
I will follow.
Okay. You'll immediately realize that you're stepping out of an armoire.
Huh.
Or a wardrobe. Whatever. You pick.
You guys coming?
Yeah. I'm gonna hurry away from the spirits. Like, there are ghosts everywhere. Like, everywhere.
Are you all right, Leo?
No, I'm not all right. I've got crispy fingers.
This is so cool.
Your crispy fingers will deal with.
Let's just find Cyr and be done with this.
Nora, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nora?
Well, if I'm with the group, I'm seeing everything that they're doing. I'll just follow through the wardrobe.
Okay. As you follow through the wardrobe, you will see that you're inside of this guest room. The canopy of the bed is down, as I said. And as you step through the wardrobe, the door will shut behind you. This room has 2 doors. One that looks like it leads to an in-suite washroom or powder room, and probably one that leads to the hallway.
Does this room look more masculine or feminine?
It looks more masculine. The patterns are strong, the colors are bold and blue. The wallpaper is peeling and gray.
Cool. I'll walk around and see what I can find.
As you're walking around, you'll see that there is there are a number of things in here. There are portraits of a beautiful woman in a large bonnet with a rather prominent chin and a beauty mark on the top of her lip. Across from her, you will find a man with a very square head looking through a monocle. Looks like he could have been a robber baron of some kind.
Does this look like the guy we're looking for?
You wouldn't know. Well,
I'm asking that out loud.
There's a French horn, an intricate, ornately crafted one, hanging off of the wall by the window. There are windows, 2 of them, that flank either side of the bed, and a nightstand. And on the nightstand, you'll see that there's a small brass bell. Do you reach for the bell?
Yes.
Okay. It's lightweight. It has a wooden handle, and along the edge of the bell itself, it's brass, but you can see that it has a swirling pattern there you don't quite recognize. It looks like almost like a wave design. You ring it, and it makes a simple... Nothing happens.
I put it back down.
A hand immediately grabs yours.
Is it that lady again?
It comes out from underneath the canopy of the bed. It's old and withered, covered in liver spots. Long claws grasp into your hand, and you will hear a rasping voice. All of you will be able to see this as well. It just clutches immediately.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go over to Nora immediately.
It's a man's hand. Must be in his 90s. It trembles as it grabs you with surprising strength. Oh, why have you come here? Why?
Does he look like at all resembling the person in the paintings?
Do you push aside the canopy? Only the arm is sticking out presently.
Oh, yeah.
Pushing it aside, you will see... For a moment, there's a shadow behind there, shaped like a slender man. But as you push the canopy aside, there's no one. Can you make me a willpower roll, please? One of these days I'm going to roll well.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fantastic. You are going to feel a stinging on your arm.
Ow.
You're going to take 1 point of superficial damage.
Yeah.
But as you pull back, what are you wearing? Like, what is Nora wearing on top? Is it basically like a hoodie and...
Yeah, well, she wears a lot of hoodies and like more covery up stuff when she's in town. But here she's a little bit more relaxed, so like t-shirt and like loose fitting hoodie on top of that.
Your forearm, your right forearm, the one that was touching the bell, feels like it has water dribbling down the naked inner side of your forearm.
Is it water or is it blood?
It's neither.
Mm.
You'll see a welt begin to raise up, as if a cold finger from beyond the grave were scratching something into your flesh.
Ow. Okay, that's all I'll take a look at. What's it spelling?
Roman.
Roman?
Mm-hmm. R-O-M-A-N.
Well, if Anna's right there, I'd be like, Anna, look.
He asked why we came here, so she's going to answer that question for him. Our prince sent us. We didn't come here to harm you. We just came to talk.
There's a click noise. The sound of a lock disengaging. The door to the hallway opens. Oh, yes, the door to the hallway behind you. It clicks and opens. And you're immediately blinded by flashlights. And as you can see here, hi?
What the fuck are you doing? Sorry,
right.
we're trying to have a seance here, alright? We got our own medium. Get the fuck out. You're ruining the mood.
You're interrupting our ceremony. This won't. Mason.
Alright, you guys are trespassing. You should probably leave. Alright, I don't want to get the cops involved.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
They see me, don't they?
You are not obfuscated presently, so yes.
Yeah.
As you kind of cover up, you see that there's a group of people standing there. Actually, it looks like there are 1, 2, 3... there are 4 people standing in the hallway in front of you.
I'm gonna walk right over. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sure. So there's... it looks like a camera crew, and 2 shoulder-mounted cameras following around a pair of people. One, an attractive blonde woman in her early 20s. The other is a slightly portly, bearded man. Decent looking. That kind of, like... He's cute. He's the cute fat. The kind that you would, like... Kind of like that Sean Astin kind of chubby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's Hollywood fat. Like, actually, you know what? He kind of looks like a young Chris Pratt. Like, Chris Pratt pre-Guardians.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. He's... Okay, you approach him.
I'm gonna use Dominate.
Okay.
I only had to roll 2 dice for that. It's 2 successes.
Against mortals, you don't have to roll.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've had to use my disciplines, so... I'm just going to walk over and look at him in the eyes and say, leave.
Okay, and he's going to turn around and walk away. The girl behind him...
Follow him.
Nah, I'm good. You guys need to leave. No, you need to leave.
You leaving. You're leaving.
No, you need to leave. Like, seriously. Like, I will call the cops. She says, like, giving you a furrowed eyebrow, looking you dead in the eye. I will call the cops. All right.
Who says you're not fucking trespassing?
Yeah.
Like, what gives you the right to be here?
Okay, you know what, Porter, call the cops. They can figure this out for us.
I'm going to go stand in front of Nora, like, just kind of quietly move over while they're discussing stuff to, like, conceal her.
Okay, that sounds good. I would say, Leo, apparently, like, Anna's not thinking to use Dominate or something, or else this would have been solved already.
I did say I was going to use Dominate.
You said
the first guy.
You said out of character you were, but in character, he has no idea that this isn't working.
Oh, I see.
Don't worry. I was saying that to Leo, not to James. James knows what's up.
Okay.
So you're gonna block Nora, giving Nora a chance to try to vanish again if she wants.
Yep. Let's get the.
Okay, make me a rouse check, please.
The living masquerade breach. Let's get her out of here.
What'd you get?
My dominant.
You're muted.
Right, 9.
9? Damn, you keep rolling really well. All right, so you will vanish again. She's gonna turn and look at you like, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, right? Like, okay, what are you guys even doing here?
We said a seance.
Yeah, a seance.
Okay, and who the hell are you, tough guy? Like, come on. Find your cool.
Who the fuck are
Canadians were
you?
supposed to be polite. I'm Sammy Edwards. This is my show.
Do I know this name?
You might. I want you to give me an int and wits roll.
And wits?
Int and wits. That's just the generic memory roll. At least it was in the last edition, so that's what it is now.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, she's the secondary host, so it's 2 hosts, Weston Wynn and Sammy Edwards, for America's Ghost Wanted.
I love that name.
Thank you. It took me a while.
And, like, how popular are they? Or are they, like...
They're like a YouTube premium channel, so, like, think about the same quality as, like, Film Theory, Game Theory type of thing.
Okay.
Like, they probably got about 12 million subscribers.
Okay. Are they carrying their equipment right now?
Yeah, they've got 2 cameramen behind them with shoulders. Like, with shoulder-mounted, units, and they are each carrying flashlights, and looks like they have lapel mics on.
Okay. With using my second level of obfuscate, being able to move, but like I can't say things over a whisper or do anything that would really break the obfuscate, but can I fuck with them a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure. Like, what are you going to try to do?
What would be my boundary, do you think?
Anything that directly would appear to be weird at anybody actively perceiving the scene, thinking that it would be weird, right? So, for example, making something fly across the room would not work. But maybe, like, just nudging something on a shelf so that it falls over. So anything that's inside, think consensual reality and coincidental magic from Mage. So, for example, you couldn't walk up and go in their ear, "Hey, how's it going?" really easily, but you could, like, that might break you depending on how loud you do it. But you could lean into their microphone and go,
yeah,
so that
like
they'd only hear it later.
Yeah, and like they would probably pick up something that like it'll be going weird. Okay, yeah. So I'll be.
Can you make me one quick roll though, Winter? Can you make me an intelligence and obfuscate roll?
I got another 2 10s on that.
Cool. Obfuscate doesn't protect you from cameras.
No, so there's gonna have spooky shit on it.
Cool. You'll be on the footage later. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So just let you know in case you want to like cover your face or anything, or if you just want to be like, honestly, the lighting's pretty bad. They're probably using at least one of them's probably using night mode on their camera, or like not an infrared, but definitely like a night vision mode. So you're gonna look gross anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I'll walk up along the side of the wall, so like I am trying to stay out of the camera's view as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And is there like a vase or anything inside the room?
Yes, there's a vase right on the vanity next to the washroom, to just to the left of the front of the hallway door.
Okay. So I'm gonna very slowly just be like away from me towards that door. And then as it starts to like fall off, but before it makes a sound, I kind of like quickly move away from that spot.
You book it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are talking, right? So, yeah, I'm Sammy Edwards. This is my show, America's Ghost Wanted. We have a permit to shoot here. Look, are you guys just messing around, or like why are you getting so aggro? Okay.
Isn't someone gonna call the ambulance?
We have a hurt person. Do you think we can take this outside?
You can take it outside. Head on. You sure seem hurt. She'll back out and give you room to head out into the hallway. Like, if you were hurt, you should have just said so instead of saying you were having a seance. That seems a little sus, just gonna say, yo.
What's sus? What are you talking about?
It's slang, Leo. Don't worry about it.
We gotta get out of here. Oh, God, it hurts. Oh.
We're going outside. Sorry to disturb you. We were having ourselves a little adventure and had a little accident.
I'm gonna go shoulder my way out the door, like trying to keep my face down so I'm out of the way of the cameras.
You don't worry about the cameras. We'd have to blur your face anyway. This is coming from one of the men with the cameras. He's dressed in a nice outfit, like some really nice slacks, nice shoes that are slightly muddy from crawling around in this, and a polo shirt that's tucked into his waist. Very fit. Definitely the producer.
Could I trip one of the cameramen?
Yes.
Or would that break my obfuscate?
That would break your obfuscate. Did you see that? And as he says that, the vase is going to hit the floor and shatter, and the guy is going to jump back a bit, knocking his head on the door frame. Ah, son of a bitch! Ow! Well, serves you right, she says. You were trying to be cool. You let me do this entire thing. Did you get the vase breaking? No,
and with that, I'm going to try to hide behind the door.
No, I didn't get the vase breaking.
Leo's going to gesture to Anna to be like, come on, over here.
I'm going.
Mason, what are you doing?
I'm going to follow.
Okay.
And,
sorry. Okay.
As Anna gets close to me, I'm just going to be like, why didn't you dominate the heck out of them?
I did, and she didn't take to it, so I don't know what to tell you, Leo. We have to go. We're leaving. I will explain later. Come. Sorry to disturb you this evening.
Bye.
Nathan.
She'll wave. You round the hallway, and you'll actually find that you're at the top of the stairwell that you were climbing up before.
Anna, we can't leave our faces on anything here.
What would you like to do? Go
demand the footage. Destroy the footage. Like, if the girl is somehow resistant to it, get Mason to threaten her. It's not that complicated.
I will push you down the staircase. I will push you down the staircase if you yell at me one more time.
There's a little bit more.
Cyr, can you stop fucking around with us for a moment? We want to get out of here. We don't want to be in your business. Just fucking come out and talk to us for a moment.
You hurt my companion's arm. If you can do that, then you can at least come out for a moment.
You'll hear a voice echo down at you. You know Cyr? It's the woman again.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're not just fucking around. What do you know about him?
Prince Ethan sent us to say hello. Can you take us to him or no?
Well, my lady, I don't know any prince, she says, kind of leaning over the banister railing above the great room. But if you know this place really well, maybe you can show us a way to get into the master bedroom. It's locked.
Where is Nora?
Underneath them. Underneath them.
Okay.
We're going. If I can open the master bedroom.
I'll go up beside Leo and be like, we're supposed to be subtle about this, right?
Yes, we are. This is ridiculous. All right, we got to get those tapes, and if we have to, we just have to beat the heck out of these guys, okay?
You think you're in a position to fight, Leo? You have one arm.
What choice do I have?
Then shh. Okay.
So where's this master bedroom?
Where is this master bedroom?
Sure, come on up, folks. Hey, you know what? If you want us to use your footage, you're gonna have to sign a release. Otherwise, just get out of frame when we tell you to get out of frame, okay?
You can't use any of the footage that has our face.
We can just blur it out.
How do we know we can trust that?
I don't really care what you can trust. I mean, you can come and help us into this room, or I can call the cops and you can go to Moose Jail or whatever you do up here.
I'll go up to Anna and say, when I have a moment, I'll tamper with the tapes and fuck with their footage. Just let it go for now.
Fine. Let's go to this master bedroom and open it up for you then, shall we?
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
It's just down this hallway, she says. After you.
Alright. She'll walk.
Okay. She'll wait until anybody who's coming back upstairs comes up.
If I'm out of sight, I'm going to obfuscate.
Okay.
I'm going to just go into a corner and just obfuscate.
Mason, what are you doing?
I'm going to go with Anna.
Okay. As you head down the hallway, you find yourself heading in a familiar location, actually. The hallway here juts over the great room and has a beautiful overlook. This would have been a wonderful place to have parties at one point. As you walk down the hallway, you'll see there is a large, gorgeous set of double doors directly above the southern entrance. A pair of twin claw-handled doorknobs wait in front of you.
Oh. We're not going to touch the handles again.
I'll knock on the door.
Yeah. I was going to ask if there's a way for me to sense any magic on it.
Well, what magic do you have?
I only have 1 dot of blood sorcery, and it's Taste the Blood.
Taste the Blood? Okay. Did you take your ritual?
Did I take my ritual? I'm not actually sure.
Oh wait, are we still doing that?
I don't even know if that's in this book. Because I read through it.
So Kelly, just so you know what I'm waiting for is like an opportunity to walk up behind someone who is using one of the cameras and like take a look at what their tech, like what kind of buttons they have, if it's like touchscreen or anything like that. But basically just like reach
These are all
around
digital.
them. Yeah. Pretty much like reach around them and just like lightly tap like a delete or a turn off.
That's gonna pop you.
It is?
Yeah, you're immediately influencing the scene.
Darn it.
Yeah, it has a narrative weight, so. If no one was looking at it, no. But like if you're reaching like into their view to delete their footage while they're doing it, yeah.
Okay, but can I see then like how to turn it off?
Oh yeah, totally. You imagine that there's probably just a memory card on the back of it, probably like probably a 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte memory card in the back.
One that will just easily like pop out, or would I have to take apart certain?
No, you do this. You go flick.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, no, they make it really easy to switch it out because then you can switch it out in a hurry, or steal it in a hurry.
Cool. Then then that's what I'm going to be waiting for, is the opportunity for them to be like going to their bags or putting down the camera.
Okay.
And
so you're just going to stalk them until that happens.
Yeah,
That's
and
a good idea.
Take the memory cards.
Okay. As you look at the door, can I get you to make me a wits and occult roll? And Mason, what are you doing?
I'm going to knock on the door, because that seemed somewhat effective before. Just be like, Cyr, we're here to talk. Wait a moment. See if there's any reaction.
I rolled 3 successes on 3 dice.
3 successes. As you're looking at the door, you will notice that there appears to be some type of spell inscribed on the door. Actually, not on it. That's clever. Right where the doors meet. Almost like it's stuck between them. Is a little strip of paper. Kind of like a Shinto prayer amulet. It's just stuck between the doors. It's almost invisible. It's the same color as the doors. It's only a single slip of paper that looks like it's like glued between them. But you know that it's not glued through any mundane means. It's held there through a spell. There are probably a number of ways to get rid of it. You know you probably don't want to touch it with your bare flesh. But what do you think will get rid of it?
Is it sticking out?
Just the barest bit. Just about enough that you could grab it with tweezers or maybe your teeth. Or your fingernails if you're really careful. I'll give you a... You know what? I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's paper.
It'll burn.
If only you had a lighter.
Yeah, Mason. Do you happen to have your light on you?
Yeah, why? You want to burn this motherfucker down?
There's just this little something sticking out that I need to set on fire, I think, and then the door may open. No.
Get this on camera. This is good shit.
Can I get you to?
Sure.
Perhaps.
Do you borrow his lighter?
I'm afraid to touch it. Am I afraid of fire? I feel like if I'm a vampire, I shouldn't.
You are very nervous about it, but you can still try.
Or you can point it out to me and I can do it.
I'll point out where the paper is just so I don't fuck myself up in the process of this.
Like
if you think that if you think this is dangerous, Mason, jump back immediately. Because I feel like Tremere magic is unpredictable and I've never tried fire with magic like this, so...
I burn where she tells me to.
There is a sudden spark, as if you were lighting a fuse. A flash.
Oh.
And the doors will suddenly shake. Not like someone's on the other side of them, though. Like Like once, a moment ago, they were like a solid wall, but now they tremble from the air current on the other side. As if someone opened a window at a pair of doors that didn't completely line up correctly. It feels like they've been unlocked.
I'm gonna
Try opening them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open it. I'll put my hand in there this time so Mason and everyone else can keep their limbs.
Okay. You put your hand on the door, and there is a brief tingle of energy that you feel rush through you. Can you roll me your... actually, tell me what your blood potency is 1 or 2 right now.
I am at potency 2 right now.
Okay. It will feel like you're touching... The honest opinion is you grew up in Victoria with lots of wet and cold. Have you ever touched a metal pole with wet hands in the middle of winter? That's the level of cold conductivity that your hand feels suddenly. You feel your hand grow numb. It stings, but that's it. It's uncomfortable. The door will click and open, and you're immediately greeted by the smell of rot and ash.
Oh. If you're in here, I'm entering, and I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
I'm going to look back at the host or whatever for the show and just be like,
Oh, for God's sake.
there
Fine.
you go.
You can take a look, but don't touch anything, okay? How did they get the door open with a lighter? I don't know.
Magic. And then I walk in.
All right, Nora, are you still hanging with the guys?
Yep, I am.
Okay. Leo, downstairs, you are obfuscated. Are you headed anywhere?
I think he'd probably try heading back towards the entrance. I think. I think he's planning on trying to go get into the van and see if he can disrupt everything from in there.
Okay. As you're walking down the hallway, you start heading out the door, and you'll hear creaking overhead. There sounds like they're walking just above you. And as you look back down, you'll find yourself passing by a silver mirror that's been tarnished. You turn and look at yourself. And then you turn and look at yourself. The you in the mirror turns and looks at you before you turn and look at it.
That's cool.
Roman lies below.
Thank you.
End our suffering. End the line.
Show me the way.
Show me the way. Your mouth is making the right motions again. Give or take, guys. Okay. Come on. I'm doing this live. I'm doing this live.
Yeah, you did a good job. That was fantastic. I will attempt to see the unseen, I guess. Oh God, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
So, James, you know what you're up to.
Yeah.
Upstairs, as you open the door and head inside, this is a tremendously large bedroom, or at least it was. Part of the wall above the entranceway in the dining room has been burned out. But this is where the fire originated. The floor is actually worn through in places. You could see it from the dining room, but you had no idea what it was when you were looking up. It was so blackened. As you step in, you'll have difficulty finding parts of the stairwell that... Pardon me, not parts of the stairwell. Part of the floor that isn't weak and pliant and willing to yield to your weight. Are you walking in? You have flashlights?
Yeah, I'll have my phone light on now.
I got a flashlight.
The room is immense. almost 50 feet wide and 40 feet deep before it hits the southern wall. A tremendous California king-sized canopy bed once sat on the northern wall. And as you crane around with your flashlights, you'll see that parts of it still remain. The fire originated there. And as the door behind you opens, and the camera crew presses inside, their lights will illuminate that on the bed, which has been burned down to its frame and the metal rungs, is the skeleton of a man, chained to the posts, a charred length of wood driven between his ribs. The camera flashlight pans across the wall, and somehow, written in burn, written in a scar of fire, are the words courtesy of the Second Inquisition.
No.
And we're going to call game there for tonight.
Oh, shit.
So that is, that's where we're going to end it tonight, guys. So, and I gave Amy the hiccups. So, that's going to be it for episode 5. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. How are you guys doing? Did you have fun with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
More.
Oh, yeah.
More.
Good.
Leo's arm is on fire.
It's true. It's hard to do spoops in a role-playing game correctly. So I hope that was spoopy enough.
Oh, I love the thing with the mirror. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So guys, go ahead and take, you know what, I had a lot of fun tonight. Take 4 experience, because Jason Carl showed up. I'm gonna give you 1 for Jason Carl.
Thank you, Jason Carl.
Thank you, Jason Carl.
Thank you.
Show up every time. Give them more experience. They'll dominate the globe. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into Victoria by Night. We hope that you had a good time with us on what honestly felt like our spookiest episode yet. And the most vampire-ish. I definitely took a lot of inspiration for this from like The Haunting at Hill House and of course Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, because I figure if I'm gonna lean into it if I love it, right? So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back and enjoy the next one with us here on Dork Tales in 2 weeks. But before then, check out Extra Life. I hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody!